Exercise 4 will be introducing the C sharp and the D sharp to our second B string in first position. And here they are on the chart and musical staff. All we do is we put a sharp on the C and it raises it by a half step. And if we look at it here, there's your C on the first fret and it goes up to a C sharp. And then if we put a sharp on the D, it goes from the third fret to the fourth fret. We will be using our second finger for the C sharp and our fourth finger for the D sharp in this exercise. So a quick recap on the notes on the second B string in first position. We have the open B, and we know from B to C is a half step, right? Remember from your theory, B and C are half steps. E and F are also half steps. And then if we take that C and we raise it by a half step, it's a C sharp. And then the next note is a D, and then if we raise that by a half step, it's a D sharp. So we have B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp. And it's important to keep an open hand, especially in this exercise, because it's real easy to get lost. We have everything working in this exercise from the C all the way to the D sharp with our fingers. So you want to make sure you have one finger assigned for each note so that you can keep your eyes on the page. Apart from that, everything else is a review. So we can move on to the exercise. And we're going to start off by prepping the piece with our 9 points. And the first point being the term first position. And we are now playing notes on the 2B string in first position. In fact, we're covering all 4 frets. So I want you to make sure that you perform a whole technique in first position over those 4 frets on the B string. And that way you can keep your eyes off the guitar and on the page. Don't forget to alternate. If you're a flat picker, use down and up strokes. If you're a classical guitarist, make sure you alternate index and middle using free or rest strokes for maximum efficiency. Point number 4, establish the count. So we're going to count the rhythms on the page as we tap our pencil to counts 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't forget about the and syllables on the 8th notes. And when you get to these half notes, you can say count 1 and remain silent on count 2. The same thing with the whole note. You can say count 1, and as you tap your pencil to 2, 3, 4, just remain silent. When you get to the quarter rest, you can just remain silent for that count, or you can say the word rest. We are in 4/4 time signature, so the top number is telling us that there are 4 counts in each measure, and that's why we count to 4. Let's do some math. So in this measure here, we have a quarter note, a quarter note, a quarter note, and a quarter note. That gives us 4 counts. In this measure here, we have a whole note, which gives us 4 counts. That equals that top number. If we look over here, we have a half note, which gets 2 counts, plus a quarter note, that's the 3rd count, and then the 4th count is this quarter rest here. The math always adds up. Let's do one more. We have a quarter note, a half plus a half gives us a count, and then we have a quarter, and then we have a quarter. And you add all that up, it gives us 4 counts. I will count with you with the metronome set at 50 beats per minute, measures 1 through 8. I'll give a 4 count, and we'll begin. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 3. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Point number 5. Say the notes on the page without the guitar. You can also put away your metronome. I just want you to identify notes only. So speed does not matter. Just pick a note and say it. Now we are dealing with sharps and naturals. So you want to review your rules for accidentals. And since we're dealing with sharps and naturals, we're going to be working on Rule 1 and Rule 3. So look over this, and I'm going to go over an example with you. In measure 7, we have a D in count 1. And then rule number 1, we raise it by a half step with a sharp. Now that sharp remains until the end of the measure unless we put a natural symbol on that D. And so this natural cancels the sharp in count 2. That's rule number 3. And then we go to the B in count 4. Point number 6, I want you to say the notes on the page in rhythm without the guitar. And you're going to do that as you tap your pencil to counts 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure you go slow enough so that you can articulate the notes clearly, especially on these eighth notes. When you get to the half note here on count 1, you will say the note name on count 1 and remain silent as you tap your pencil on count 2. When you get to count 4, on the quarter rest, you can either say the word rest or remain silent during that count. And then finally, when you get to this whole note, you will say the note name on count 1 and tap your pencil to counts 2, 3, 4 in rhythm. I will practice with you at 50 beats per minute on the metronome. I'll give a 4 count and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, C, B, C, C sharp, D, 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 C sharp, D, B, C, 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 B, C, D sharp, D, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, D, B, C. Point number 7, you're going to say and play the notes at the same time with the guitar. And so in the beginning, note identification is more important. So you can put down the metronome, you don't have to worry about the count, and just look at a note, say it, and then play it. And as you get better, you can start using the metronome at slow tempos. Make sure you go slow enough so you can articulate the notes clearly with your voice. I have the metronome set for 50 beats per minute. If this is too fast, you can slow me down on the media player. I'll give a 4 count and we'll begin. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, C, B, C, C sharp, D, 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 C sharp, D, B, C, 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 B, C, D sharp, D, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, D, B, C. Point number 8, count and play the notes at the same time. So you're identifying notes in rhythm. You are going to say counts 1, 2, 3, 4 throughout the entire piece. Even when you get to the rest, you're going to say count 4. You are showing that you know what a rest does by stopping the sound on that count. When you get to the whole note, you will still count 1, 2, 3, 4 and allow the note to ring for all 4 counts. When you get to the half note, you will allow it to ring for 2 counts as you count 1, 2. And then when you get to right here on the 8th note, make sure you include the and syllable on that 8th note. 50 beats per minute, I'll give a 4 count and we'll begin. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Point number 9, don't forget to train your eyes to look ahead of the note you're playing. So make sure you go slow enough when you do this so that your eyes can see well ahead of what you're doing. You have a lot of stuff going on here, but it's really not so bad. For instance, if you look at measure 1, look at all the C notes here. They're all on that same space. Now we do have a sharp here at the end, but that gives you an opportunity to look ahead. So knowing that, you can look at the changes that are coming ahead. You don't want to be locked in on this note here, only to be surprised by this note here. So if you already know that's a C coming up, you don't have to waste resources on that. Look for things that are changing. When you're here, we have a couple of Ds. You don't have to focus on this D. You can focus on the C sharp so that you're not caught by surprise.